As Congress weighs the president's request for $33 billion to help Ukraine, there is concern on Capitol Hill that congressional members will try to tie in additional COVID relief funding to the multi-billion-dollar request.
Could get awfully contentious. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports.
Congressional lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have expressed interest in sending more help to Ukraine.
If there's another request for Ukraine, I think there's an overwhelming likelihood it'll be approved.
And it looks like that could happen. Last week, President Biden formally made that request, asking Congress for $33 billion for military, economic, and humanitarian assistance for Ukraine. Pennsylvania Democratic Senator Bob Casey tells us in a statement Biden's aid request meets the moment, saying in part, it would provide direct support for security, military, and humanitarian assistance so that the Ukrainian people can keep defending their country and their democratic values.
It should be a standalone bill, and it should have the proper oversight of Congress, being that the American people are going to be paying for it.
But now this request might hit a road bump. Some worry the White House and some members might try to tie in billions of COVID relief for Americans in this legislation, something the White House press secretary addressed.
We put forward both of these funding requests today because they're both vital, they're both important. We need them both to help the Ukrainians and to help ensure we're continuing our COVID programs here in this country and around the world. But we're not going to predetermine for Congress how they move forward. There's just an urgency in moving them forward.
But Congressman Fred Keller still has his reservations.
We are concerned about what's happening to the innocent people in Ukraine and helping them. But we should not be looking at more COVID relief. There is literally hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars unspent for COVID. And you've got governments that have given money back to people, incentivizing them not to work and doing a whole bunch of other things. This stuff needs to end. Sooner or later, we need to get back to work.
At the Capitol, Rachel Knapp reporting.
And Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he'll prioritize the funding for Ukraine and try to move that quickly through Congress.